Salutations! Welcome to another episode of Life Unfinished.
Yeah, today we have our husbands here with us again. Lucky them. And we're going to be doing a bit of a questionnaire so you guys can get to help us get to know each other, and we can hear each other's answers too, which would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
So this is not scripted. This is completely just on the spot. So probably a lot of laughter and a lot of shocked responses. So enjoy.
Before we get started, we just want to invite you guys to subscribe and leave comments. We want to hear what you guys have to say and share your stories too. If you're married, if you're single, if you're in a relationship, share your relationship stories as well.
Awesome. So I'm Latoya.
I'm RJ.
I'm Samuel.
Hey, I'm Clay.
I'm just kidding. So guys, I look really round today. I'm just gonna go like this. Jeez. All right, let's get started. So I guess we will start off by asking the guys.
Yeah. So, well, actually, I'll ask you guys. How did you guys meet?
How do we meet?
So we met at the Ottawa Church of God.
Yes, but technically we met first in our friend's car
Yes.
on the way to
we did.
church. So it's an interesting what? It's an interesting story because I had heard about him for a while, but I was away, like in Toronto with my family because it was around holiday season. And I kept hearing about this, like, oh, we got a new guy, you know, he's so nice, this guy named Samuel. So, and for some reason I was like super excited
Oh, God.
super excited to meet him, even though I didn't know him. Anyways, so we chat in the car, and it was nice. Yeah, no romantic story there. That's it.
Yeah, it's not really romantic, to be honest with you guys. It was pretty straightforward, you know. A friend of ours was picking up Toya and Ruth Joy, and I was.
Oh
in the
yeah,
front
you were
seat.
there too.
She was.
Oh, was that your first time
What?
meeting him?
You keep
Yeah.
making sound.
Accomplice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, actually, because that was my first time meeting you too.
Yeah, and we were like, who's this
Yeah.
Samuel guy?
You know what?
And
You sat in the front
yes,
seat.
I was just gonna say that. Like,
That
who
was
does
rude.
that? This is not your car.
First of all, our friend always picked us up first, usually, but
Yes.
because he lived closer
Yes.
to her, she picked him up first, and he was sitting in the front seat. So we got in the car and we're like, who is this guy just sitting in the front seat?
Yeah, like,
And then
no.
I don't even think you introduced yourself to afterwards. And then I'm like, who are you? Do you remember?
I don't know about that, but anyways, the friend, we lived on the same street, so she picked me up first.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
sat in the front seat. I don't know why you guys would get offended by me sitting in the front seat.
It was just, we didn't expect you. It was just
Yeah,
random.
No, yeah.
We just like, it's like going to the front and they're like, oh.
You know what? No, I
This
did
person.
introduce myself. I said, hi, my name is Samuel.
No, maybe.
I don't remember
I
now,
did.
but
So that's how we met.
All right.
Cute
You
story.
say so.
cool.
How did you guys meet?
How did we meet?
Well, we also met at the Ottawa Church of God, but we met on a Friday. Actually, well, that was the first time that I saw you. Was on a Friday, and it was when we went to youth at the time. So Latoya and I went to youth group, and that was, the first time we met because we were meeting everybody for the first time. And that was when I first met you. It was also not a romantic story, but yeah. But that was the first time I met you, but I don't think it was the first time you noticed me. Because you said that your story was a little bit different the first
Oh
time.
yeah, you walked into church and I noticed. And I said I had to get to know her.
She was looking hot.
I don't know about all of that, but
Oh, wow.
I was worshiping.
Whatever.
Ooh.
The
Worship
halo
with
was
your
existing.
heart.
Distracted during
Halo.
worship.
Man,
Halo.
man.
Oh, whatever. What did your spouse's first kiss make you think? You can go first, Sam.
It made me think that I was kissing her. I didn't have. It didn't make me think of anything specific. I kissed her. It was not on wedding day. Sorry for all my Christians out there. I broke the code.
Wow.
It was prior to
Sorry,
wedding
Reverend B.
day. It was prior wedding day. I thought of how interesting it was, because I did not see that coming. I didn't actually see us being together as a.
Never.
It was not a thing.
Yeah, no.
So I thought it was like, oh, this could go somewhere. This has potential.
Huh.
So this is how I felt.
That was not sweet or romantic at all.
It wasn't.
But that's
it
okay.
wasn't.
For me, for our first kiss, I was thinking this guy is a much better kisser than I thought he would be. To be honest, because he seems so nerdy and like, I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. Also, I was thinking like, he seems really nervous because he looked really nervous.
I
So
was.
before he actually kissed me, he did like a big like stretch and drinking water, and it was really funny.
That's
So I
very
was just
dramatic.
like, this is probably gonna be really bad. But yeah, that was my thoughts.
I remember our first kiss very vividly. It was after we finished watching Tarzan.
What? Tarzan
Yeah.
makes you want to kiss?
We had a
No,
very
wait,
deep
take
discussion
it
about
away
the
from your
soundtrack
kids.
of Tarzan. People
So
know the
Colin,
soundtrack of
shout out.
Tarzan is legit. It's
Shout
amazing.
out.
So we had a
Agreed.
very deep conversation about the soundtrack. But anyways, I was really nervous because Clay had like built it up and we were talking about it like in the moment, and he's like, I don't know exactly what I asked you, but I asked him something along the lines of if he thought he was a good
no,
kisser,
This was a while ago.
and you
Yeah,
said
that was before that.
no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Okay, well either way, I asked if he thought he was a good kisser, and he said, I'm phenomenal.
Oh wow.
And so I was like,
Confidence.
okay. In the moment, I was thinking about that, and so I was really nervous. So after our first kiss, I thought, yeah, he is pretty good. But I don't think I told him that. 'cause-
You have to say phenomenal.
fine.
Admit it's
It was a great kiss. I don't think you say phenomenal. What did you think?
Sorry, Clay, not phenomenal.
Not gonna lie, it boosted my confidence. Still
Oh, wow.
eyes.
Wow.
That's what I thought.
That's
yeah.
what you're supposed to say, Sam.
The
Still
kiss, you
eyes?
said you're
No,
confident?
Yeah.
but it boosted your confidence.
Because I said phenomenal, I had to live up to that.
I
Okay.
use the word phenomenal.
Okay.
Moment of silence
So
for
it made you feel good.
The mans are feeling themselves still.
That's dope.
Yeah. Good answer.
Okay, so then what did you think after our first date?
What was our first date? What do you call our first date? Because what I thought was our first date wasn't our first date.
Oh,
All right.
According to Clayton, we were dating
Yikes.
before I knew. So-
What?
Yeah, before I even was aware.
Going on dates. Let's keep that clear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
that makes sense.
Okay, so then what was
Okay,
our
that
first
does make
date?
sense.
What was our first date then?
Our
to you?
first date should have been Winterlude, but our dear sister,
Winterlude, you know?
Latoya, was there. Third
Well,
wheeling
excuse me.
all night.
How was I supposed to know?
Arm in arm with
know
the
what?
girl of my dreams.
Wow.
Let me explain this.
I
This is
said-
what
you
happened.
just said that.
We were new to the city, and so we had met at youth group at church, and so someone had said to us that Clayton likes walking around downtown, and we were living downtown at the time, and so they said if you want to get to know downtown, ask Clayton to show you around, because Latoya and I at this point really only stayed on campus and like went to the very closest mall, which was like less than 5 minutes away, so we didn't know the city very well. So then I said to Clayton, I texted him, and I said, hey, I heard you like being downtown. I remember saying we would like to go like and get to know the city better, but he
That sounds
said I
accurate.
didn't say that. And so to him, he just thought it was just me and him going. So I think it didn't work out twice.
This is
And
terrible.
we had to cancel twice because the weather was really bad and I didn't want to be out
Terrible.
in the cold. But then finally we got around to it and we were going to go to Winterlude. He said, I'll show you around.
thank you.
So I told Latoya, I was like, okay, well, let's go to Winterlude. Clayton, I guess, thought it was a date and was just expecting me, but then me and Latoya came because I didn't know it was a date. So that technically wasn't our first date. Our first date, I think, was when you came over and you cooked for me. I remember you made stuffed chicken, like with spinach and
And?
feta. Was it feta?
Woo.
Yeah, spinach and feta.
You haven't made that for me. Woo.
That
That sounds
was-
delicious.
That was the meal that you made, and then that was the night that we watched Tarzan as well.
Yeah.
So after our first date,
Yo, Claire, let me get some tips from you on cooking. You know,
I'll hit
you up.
Please do.
you
you know what?
make it for me every week.
Oh my gosh.
Here
Stop,
we
no.
go again. All right, all right.
No.
he hasn't actually made it for me since, so maybe it was just a one-time
One
thing.
time, wow, deception.
Yeah,
No, you
just
have
to woo me.
impress the girl, man. Come on. I've made other things.
Yeah, that's
Much
true.
better.
But anyways, that was
Oh,
our
she's
first
so
date.
Cute.
So that was our first date. Was when he came over to our dorm, and then he cooked, and then we watched a movie afterwards. And after that, I think I thought that I was glad because I got to see him cook, and I knew that he could cook, and I was like, wow, it's nice to know that he can cook, so that I don't have to cook all the time. So that was my thought after our first date. What was yours?
You were thinking long term already.
Yeah,
After the first date, guys. Take that in.
What?
Bless the Lord.
What? Good. That's what she should do.
Hallelujah.
Amen.
Mm.
What was your thought?
Oh, my thought, what, after the first date?
Yeah.
The real first date or what I thought?
No, I want to see.
I thought it wasn't gonna work after my first date. You know, the cooking went really well. I was very excited about that. It was just great to spend time. Cooking became a thing that we did. We baked together, we
Yeah.
cooked together. It kind of
never
became the
invited me.
premise of our relationship. And I'm sure that you've tasted our food
No,
on those date nights. Do you recall?
I
Wait,
didn't.
I recall.
No.
We always used to ask, should
Yeah,
we leave
yeah,
for
that's
Latoya?
true, that's
yeah,
true.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like we just left food in the fridge.
Fried chicken.
It's not like
this
we
and that.
specifically said.
Oh, yeah, this doesn't
I
count,
don't
guys.
But yeah, anyways. Well, and Samuel didn't try any because he wasn't around at the time, but.
But I knew Samuel.
That's funny.
All of those
Did
years.
you
We
know
should talk
me?
about that one day.
All of those years.
That's weird,
I didn't
eh?
know him,
Yeah.
but he knew
Full
me.
circle.
It's very funny. I knew about you.
Mm.
Let's put it that way.
The
I don't think he
pictures
knew me
exist.
though. I think he knew
The
about me.
pictures exist.
Yeah, there is that
Yeah.
picture of you guys.
We should definitely
Like
put that.
years
Yeah,
ago.
We should put that on the screen. Yeah, you'll see it on the screen, guys. That's funny.
What was your thoughts after your first date with each other?
I thought, oh, I might actually have a chance with this girl. You know? My humble self might actually.
Oh my
Have
gosh,
a
false
chance with it.
humility.
No. Because the thing that people don't get, I know you guys are like, yo, this guy is pretty, he's handsome. But listen, I was actually put in the friend zone by Toya. I was one of those guys.
Okay, wait. So can I ask?
Like,
were you when you
True.
first met Latoya? Were you attracted to her?
I thought she was attractive, but I
Okay.
didn't look at her as, oh.
Oh, don't lie.
sorry.
You knew exactly what I was wearing.
Sweeter tail.
Yeah, I remember.
You thought I was attractive. You
But
told me.
no,
Yeah, you did.
she was attractive, but it wasn't like, yo, I'm trying to like, what is it called? What's the Christian term of dating?
Just say what
It's like
it
the
is.
C. Courting. Yeah, I'm trying to.
I don't think anybody thinks, oh, I'm
trying
trying
to-
to
yeah.
court her on the
I'm trying to
first
court
time.
her.
No one thinks that.
Yo, people definitely think that. Trust me.
Wow,
But yeah, I thought she
okay.
was nice, but it wasn't one of those like, yo, I'm trying to get with her like that. Not at all.
So, but then why? Okay, okay, go ahead.
After the first date, well, first thing first, the first day we went to see a movie. It's called Ex Machina.
Don't watch it. It's terrible.
Horrible movie.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Sorry, but no, don't watch it.
And then at the end of what happened? We missed the last bus, so we had to walk from like
Not only do we have to walk, we have to walk in the pouring rain.
yeah from the Cineplex
heard
Theater
about
in Bayshore to the mall.
It's like a 20-minute walk.
Yeah, so it was a heavy walk.
Maybe more. And like that's when I knew I valued him as a person. I won't say I liked him, but I knew that like I liked his company
Yeah.
because I wouldn't do that with anyone else. Like I don't like getting wet guys. Yeah,
What?
no.
What did you say?
I don't like getting wet, like from rain.
I don't like
yeah,
dating.
white guys. I was
Oh
Yo, I was
no! White
missing-
guys are
whoa.
great. No, that's not what I said.
like, you said you don't like getting wet.
Getting
Yeah.
wet,
Okay.
like from the rain.
It's like what?
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Where did that come
Thank you
from?
for the fact you're not dating one.
I would not. No, I would not say that. That's just rude and not true. But anyways, yeah. So we walked in the pouring rain. We were drenched, and then on top of that, okay, these seagulls are really trying to take my shine right now.
Geese, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
See? Oh, it's like a
Squad.
geese.
It would be geese.
G Squad.
So what was interesting is we got to Bayshore, and then also missed that bus. So talk about first date gone wrong. Oh my gosh.
It wasn't really like.
It wasn't okay.
It
So
wasn't even a
this is
date.
what actually happened. Our friend Camille, I know you're watching this, Camille, said she was coming with I don't know with someone. I don't remember who, and then ditched because she wanted me and Samuel to go on a date.
By the way, I found out about this year.
That's
I legit found out like last month. This is what actually happened.
Yeah.
so funny.
Crazy. That's a good
She was
thing.
like such an advocate for me and Samuel being together. Her and Tareen, like it was, and I was so not about it. So, anyways, it ended up being a date unintentionally. Anyways, we got to the bus stop. It was really sweet. We had amazing conversation the whole walk. Samuel took off his like sweater and his jacket to give it to me because I was not happy. I was not in rain attire at all. And then it doesn't even stop there. When we got to Fallowfield, we missed the bus again. Oh, sorry, the bus had stopped running. So we had to walk home.
I had to walk you home.
Yes, you had to walk me. No, you didn't have to. You chose to walk. Anyways, no, my house was before his, so he would have to pass my house anyway. And here's the funny part. When we got to my house, he was scared to kiss me. Like, it was really funny. He just stood there staring at me. And I was like, are you okay? Yeah. And we had one of those like, okay, bye. It was
I'm
really
a shy
funny.
guy.
It was so, like, every time I think about that, I laugh. It was the biggest L ever.
Yo, I don't understand. How's that an L? I didn't kiss you on the first day.
No, it's not the fact that you didn't kiss me. It's the fact that you just stood there staring at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
I was thinking in my head, listen, if I marry this girl, I want our first kiss to be on the wedding day.
Oh, whatever. No, you
actually,
weren't.
actually, I'm not even joking. I legit thought
What
you
a liar.
If I marry you, I
Yeah.
want.
What a dirty liar.
I know.
Anyways, moving on. We're not even gonna say that.
I'll take the L, but this is what I was thinking.
And then to end it off, we ended up staying up the whole night, not together, like on the phone.
That would have been a serious story.
Was it that same night? Am I mixing it up? I don't know. I think we did. Anyways, after that, I was like, this guy's the one. Yeah, this guy's legit. So that was our first date.
I just want to say that there was some denial between them in the beginning.
Oh, whatever. There's
For
no
what, like a
denial.
year? Or maybe-
Yeah,
I don't know about you actually, but on Latoya's part, there was denial. She's like, Samuel's like a brother to me.
He was honestly my brother. Honestly.
I will
I'll
never
say that,
forget
yo,
that.
Honestly. He was
Because
such a good
we
friend.
were like, right,
Ruth,
your
boo, I like
brother.
what you're saying.
Yo, everyone watching out here, in the comment box, I want you
Oh
guys
my
to put a little
gosh.
key emoji. Just as a shout out to me for getting out of the friend zone prison. Not many guys get out of there.
You did
but
well.
I
You did well.
So I just finessed my way out of there, and then look at that.
Yeah.
I'm married now.
Favor of the Lord, huh?
Thank you very much.
Strong on your life.
That's funny. Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah. Okay.